Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? Sorry it's been so long without a video. It's been my really busy period at work. But I'm going to do the video that we've been waiting for. It is the finals of UEFA Euro 2024 in Germany and the Copa América. So this is an ASMR video, so I hope it's nice and relaxing. And let's go. I think I covered the semi-finals in my previous video, but I can't remember. So let's look at them briefly. I said Spain would win 2-1, and that's exactly what happened. And I said England would win 1-0 against the Netherlands. They did win not by that margin, but I got some extra points because I played my booster. So it was 2-1 in the end, and I got 24 points and 10 points. So going into the final, I was in third place in the league that I created, which loads of you have joined me in. Thank you ever so much for joining up to that. So let's have a look at the final then. Actually, I didn't really talk about the semi-finals today, so let's have a little chat about these. The Spain-France one, I mean, obviously Spain, I'm going to say quite early on that I think they were the best tournament since basically match day one, the best team in the tournament, and they deservedly beat France. It was 2-1 in the end, but to be honest, that was kind of flattering towards France. I didn't think that they had a good tournament at all. They did go 1-0 up, of course, and at that point, as someone who supports Spain, being that I used to live there, I was a little bit worried because France looked on the up at that point, but then Spain took control and scored 2 goals, and to be honest, it could have been even more. I said before the tournament started that Spain didn't really have, but I don't rate Morata that well as a goal scorer. Maybe he does a lot of link-up play and stuff, but as an out-and-out goal scorer, I don't rate him that highly. He misses a lot of the easier chances, yet he'll score, fantastic goals, there's harder situations. So, had Spain, an Mbappe, in-form Mbappe, or, who else could we say? Strikers that have had a good tournament. An in-form Harry Kane or whatever. Then I think they would have destroyed most of the teams they played against, but without that, they had to share their goals amongst the whole of the team, and many of them scored goals, which proves my point. So I think the top scorer had like 2 goals maybe, and there were about 5 of them. So yeah, I thought it was deserved against a France side that was playing within themselves. I wonder if that'll be Didier Deschamps' last match in charge of France. Similar to England, but in this instance, England threw on their sort of young guns towards the end at last. And Watkins scored a fantastic goal right at the end. I thought the Netherlands bossed possession. I thought they probably were the better team on the night for long swathes of the match. And yeah, I thought that England were, riding their luck a little bit, but the tactic worked against the Netherlands of sitting back and absorbing pressure and then hitting on the counter-attack. Doesn't suit Kane at all, doesn't suit Bellingham at all. And so those 2 players have struggled in this tournament to really demonstrate their absolute best. But it's a Netherlands team that I said would get to a quarter-final, and I said maybe could reach a semi-final. And I did say that when they bizarrely finished 3rd in their group, finished on the sort of easier side of the draw, I did think that they could probably make a semi-final at that point, but I sort of bet against them, and lots of you Dutchies in the comment section were like, "You don't believe in this Dutch team," and no, I don't believe in this Dutch team at the moment, but even a sort of relatively bad Dutch team can still reach a semi-final because that's how much quality they have as a team. They're just, they're a factory of talent, aren't they? They may not have their absolute best team possible at the minute, particularly with the injuries that they were carrying going into the tournament with De Jong, for example, and others. Their midfield was really depleted, and I thought they did a decent job, but they just need, Robin van Persie up front or someone of that quality, because if they had someone like that up front, then I think they would have done a lot better in this tournament. Well done to the Dutch for getting that far. And my prediction was a France-England final, so I nearly got it right. Spain, I said, would win it 3-1. It was 2-1 in the end. I thought England were pretty poor again. There were some moments, obviously, in the match. And the one positive about this bizarre tactical change that Gareth Southgate made to sit back and hit on the counter-attack with the speedy wingers is that when they did get in front of goal, the few opportunities, they looked incredibly dangerous, and they did look like scoring in most of their opportunities up front, whereas Spain are doing this sort of vertical tiki-taka where they don't play it side to side, they sort of go straight to the wings, but can keep hold of the ball. If it doesn't look like a good opportunity to cross it in, they'll pass it back and then try again to the other side. And so, yeah, it's like a vertical tiki-taka. And therefore they had the vast majority of possession, but not as many really good opportunities on goal. But there were periods of the match where I thought they were going to overwhelm England, and I was thinking that they might get that third goal right at the end when they were hitting England on the break, when England pushed up. But it wasn't to be, and it was 2-1 in the end. So obviously I played my booster on that, and I got 25 points. So Spain, champions, campeones of the tournament, I think absolutely well deserved. England, I said, would reach the final based on the quality of the individuals, but I think we can all agree that this Spain side won the tournament based on the quality of the overall group, the cohesion, the tactical prowess of the manager, and the sort of togetherness and the way that the system worked, playing it down the wings to those two amazing wingers. Incidentally, I thought Yamal had a really quiet night. I thought that England's defending was fantastic. They really marked him out of the game, but at the sacrifice of creativity themselves. So like Bellingham just had a terrible final, frankly. Obviously there were opportunities. England were 2-1 up and they had it cleared off the line towards the end of the match, so these tactics did provide opportunities to stay in touch with teams. It's just a shame that we didn't see more ambition from arguably the most talented squad in the whole tournament, along with France. I thought the fact that both England and France played really defensive, counter-attacking, negative football was detrimental to my experience as a neutral in this tournament, not having Wales there, obviously. I wanted to see more goals, more opportunities by some of the better players individually, ones that I watch week in, week out in the Premier League. So I thought that was a shame that we didn't see that side of England. Yes, Southgate's tactics got him to another final, but again, another loss. Sorry to my numerous English subscribers, but I've read a lot of comments online about what many of those English supporters think about the final, and I think the vast majority of them do agree that Spain overall was the best team in the competition, and arguably a little bit more on the night. And obviously Southgate has quit now as England manager, so it's interesting to see now that Wales have got their own new manager, who the new manager of England will be. And I haven't heard about France, whether Deschamps will be continuing. It'll be interesting to see who they replace with him if he does go. Yeah. So let's have a look at the league. Oh, I messed it up in the last match. I came 19th overall in my own. Cortina deservedly, who's been right up there throughout the whole of that. In first, Jake in second, Funny Boy in third. Well done everyone who participated. I'll show you the top 10. There you are. And that's the top 20. Weird Catman, very cool name. thank you so much for participating. Let's turn over then and we'll look at the Copa America final. So then on to the Copa America, this time taking place in the United States. We left it last time at the quarterfinal stage, so we've seen Brazil eliminated along with Ecuador, Venezuela and Panama. And I said that Uruguay were my favourites to win it, but I also recognised that either Colombia or Argentina had a chance. So Uruguay went into the semi-finals against Colombia and actually lost to 10-man Colombia 1-0 from Jefferson Lerma. Did he used to play for Bournemouth? Who does he play for now? Crystal Palace, sorry. Okay. So I'm not massively shocked at that result. I thought Uruguay could have gone all the way, but it's an extremely good Colombian team with James Rodriguez basically assisting like every goal they've scored. He has had an insane tournament. He must be in his 30s now, and he's playing some of his best football. I know that he was particularly upset. Well, we'll come to why in a minute. He's playing in Brazil minute 33. So yeah, Colombia won against an extremely good Uruguayan team. And then we've got, for the second time in this tournament, Argentina beating Canada 2-0. Goals from Alvarez and Messi. Rodrigo de Paul in that match was the player of the match. Take a look at some of the performances. So Enzo Fernandez, McAllister, Di Maria for his penultimate occasion in an Argentinian shirt. He's retiring from international football after the final. We'll talk about the final in a second. And then, yeah, this very industrious midfield, like three hard-working central midfielders winning back the ball. I don't actually think these are the actual formation. Tagliafico, no, it is a back four, because Montiel and Tagliafico are wing backs, full backs. But those three are central midfielders, so I wouldn't be shocked if Di Maria was like roaming around. So maiden campaign in the Copa America for Canada, and they reached the semi-final. We'll see how they did in their third place playoff in a second. Absolute kudos to them. They did brilliantly, and it's one of the best performances from a North American team who have been invited to take place in the Copa America, I believe, after Mexico. I think Mexico have reached the final on the past occasion, I think, but they've never won it. So third place playoff on penalties. Uruguay won it against Canada 2-2 in normal time, with Suarez, yes, him, coming up with a 92nd minute equaliser to take it to penalties after Jonathan David scored in the 80th minute. Kone and Bentancur with the other goals. And let's have a look at the lineup. Kone was player of the match. Gotta say, it bodes really well for the new manager, the ex-Leeds manager from the USA, who's taken Canada this far, bearing in mind that we've got, 2 years now until the World Cup in joint between USA, Canada and Mexico. So where the USA and Mexico have struggled in this tournament, Canada have really, really excelled, and I think it's fantastic for Canadian and North American football, because you don't want teams, you want your teams to go deep into the competition when you're the host, don't you? So that's the third place playoff, and then the final, which was very tight. It was settled by Martinez on the 112th minute, 1-0 after extra time. Shame for Colombia. I know James Rodriguez was absolutely in tears after it, gutted. Di Maria's up front in this formation. That seemed more logical to me. Alvarez through the middle and Messi playing on the right of him. And, Rodriguez had another fantastic game, but it just wasn't enough on this occasion. Diaz having a poor match by the looks of it, as well as Alvarez. And, such a shame for Colombia, but obviously great for Argentinian football, and the goal going to the top scorer in Serie A this season, Lautaro Martinez. Absolutely superb player. So Argentina have held on to the Copa America. I'm pretty sure they were the current champions. Yeah, against Brazil in the final, Argentina. Before that was it. Brazil, and then Chile. We will never know. Yeah, Chile, because Chile went through this period of beating Argentina in the final, didn't they? There we are then. So those are the matches from the Copa America. I didn't manage, unfortunately, to watch live any of the games this time. But I have been watching some of the catch-ups and the sort of the goals online. So it looked like a pretty nice tournament. A decent amount of goals. Very shocking results for Mexico, the USA in particular, Brazil, and who are going through transitional periods at the moment. And very, very positive for teams like Canada, for Panama, and for Venezuela. But I think that people need to keep an eye on the Uruguay and Colombia sides going into the next World Cup. I think they could cause a lot of upsets and get quite far in the tournament. Yeah, so that is that. Let me know if you thought Argentina were deserved winners in that particular final. And let me know about Spain winning the European Championships as well, and give this video a little like for me, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and like I said, leave me that comment. And I hope you found the video nice and relaxing. I will be getting around to doing a couple of the videos I promised at the beginning of the summer, now that the tournaments have finished, and within no time at all we'll be back talking about the Champions League and the Premier League and all the other leagues as well. So I better get my end of season video sorted pretty quick, plus my explanation video for the new format of the Champions League and the Europa League. I've been doing my homework, so make sure I know what I'm talking about during that video. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to join my Patreon if you love what I do, and I'll see you again really, really soon. Bye 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 bye.